Hello everyone, I'm Wei Du. It's my presentation, The Reflection of Pull and Push Social Media Strategy at L'Oreal Paris. It's my overview. My presentation has three parts. The first is the introduction. Introduction will introduce some background and problems about the L'Oreal Paris. And the next is the article review. Article review is some topic and investigation, finding, and conclusions pertaining to the topic. The last one is my own interpretation. It concludes some business takeaways, technical takeaways, and some personal opinions. In 1980, young chemist Eugene Drury patented an innovative hair dye. The following year, he formed the L'Oreal Company to begin to sell it. Such creation make the beauty products and the salon treatment become inexpensive. So L'Oreal Paris become popular very soon. After a series of successful acquisition and product development, L'Oreal continued to expand locally and internationally. In 2013, L'Oreal had become the largest beauty product company in the world. But now, it still has some strong competitors, and it meets several problems to find the new style in the hair beauty market. The article will talk about this. One of the biggest challenges of the beauty and fashion industry is to distinguish fads from trends. In the complicated hair color style market, there are two main types. The first type is the color from the roots down. The second type is the color highlight spread vertically through the hair. However, the L'Oreal Paris team realized that some styles, such as umbrella, deep dye, tie-dye, and sprayed hair, did not fall into those categories. So, deciding whether something is a fad or a lasting trend is extremely difficult, because celebrities can adopt a new style, and some designer can launch a new fashion on the runway. So, when the products are inexpensive to produce, such problem is not very serious. But when the products are really expensive to produce, the problem becomes very serious. Because if the product is a fad, the return of such innovation is really low. The company will lose a lot of money it invests. So, the L'Oreal Paris team want to address such problem. Before to address such problem, they realize they have four questions need to answer. The first is the item still compatible with a change in consumer lifestyle? The second question is that does the innovation produce a really benefits? The third is the innovation compatible with other trends in the marketplace? The last one is who is adopting the trend? To answer those questions, L'Oreal Paris team need to find some information outside. They use social media because social media provide a novel opportunity for companies to have faster access to consumer insight. They use both a quantitative and a qualitative way. In quantitative way, because L'Oreal Paris team is the partner with Google, they can use Google research by input some keywords. They find what customers search online and talk about when discussing or looking for information related to the hair. They found that some hairstyle words were coming up strongly in the data, but the neurons of those hairstyles is the qualitative way. The qualitative way they show some different story about the hairstyle. They also use some popular price and blogs. Some websites such as fashionist.com and some magazines such as Cosmopolitan believe that the tie-dye will be the next popular hairstyle. The L'Oreal Paris team also found some information from Facebook and YouTube. They found some hairstyle such as tie-dye. When people do their tie-dye hairstyle at home, the tie-dye hair were even stranger and become very varied from the original one. And some hairstyles, such as spelled, have more color than the original one. They think that they also found some information from a fashion magazine. The fashion magazine think that some popular star prefer the tie-dye, and some pop idols prefer the oblong hairstyle. So, the L'Oreal Paris team found a lot of information. Now they have a new question need to be answered to address their problem. The new question is that what source of the information were available on website that could help? They worried that could Google research provide the insight? And if so, how they provide such insight? They also think about how should they go about finding the necessary information. They worry about how much money should this require. The L'Oreal Paris also have the question that how could the L'Oreal Paris could the most add value for customer. After collecting a lot of information from social media, the L'Oreal Paris team believe that those information will help them to create a new product. So after collecting the information, the L'Oreal Paris team need to create a new product and make a marketing strategy. When they create a new product and a marketing strategy, they meet some problem. The first problem is that the new product requirement is really complicated because the information show that some bloggers prefer to use lemon juice when they make their new hairstyle at home, but some other bloggers prefer to use bleach or dye, and some bloggers prefer to use a teeth brush, and the other bloggers prefer to use a dyeing brush or painting brush. So different users may have different requirements. In this way, the technique of the new product requirement is really complicated. The second problem is that the team needs to give a new name of the new product. Because when customer buying the product, they looking at a wall of the product without a beauty consultant to advise. So the new name should describe the different attributes about the product. So it's a little difficult to create such a new name. The third problem is the price. Because some competitors' products price is really low. So it's a little difficult to find such a suitable price. The last part is my own interpretation. In business takeaway, I think L'Oreal Paris team did a very good job because they find some problem they can't solve very efficient. They want to use social media to collect information to help them to solve the problem. And they did a very good job because they not only depend on the social media data, they also use some magazine information, post information, Facebook post information, YouTube video information, and some formula information from the customers. After collecting those information, they can make the preliminary decision to create a product and make a new marketing strategy. In technical takeaway, the Google research is a really powerful engine for us to collect data. In our workshop, we also use Twitter to collect social network data. So in technical takeaways, the helpful engine such as Google Research and Twitter is a really good way for us to collect information.